the news tonight, Vice President Kashim Shettima describes National Sports Festival as a unifying factor for the diverse cultural heritage of Nigeria. Federal Road Safety Corps is intensifying efforts to weed out fake driving school across Nigeria. Good evening, welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Oriofe Ogushola, and here are the news in details. The National Sports Festival has become a unifying factor for the diverse cultural heritage of Nigeria and serve as an avenue for discovering and nurturing of young talents to stardom. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, stated this at the opening ceremony of the 22nd National Sports Festival, tagged Gateway Games 2024 in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Hakeem Jimoh reports.
Call it a colorful, humorous and glamorous world-class opening ceremony of the National Sports Festival. You are right. The MKO Abiola International Sporting Arena, Kuto, Abeokuta, was electrified with a beehive of activities and performances as various teams from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, took turns in alphabetical order to showcase their skills in aesthetic display. The opening ceremony was a symbolic moment characterized by artistic display of the rich cultural heritage of the people of Ogun State with a mix of traditional and historical values. While declaring the National Sports Festival open, President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, acknowledged that sports is an avenue to promote unity for national development.
The games may be hosted here in Ogun State, but the excitement reverberates across the Federation. It is proof that sports remains one of the most powerful forces for national cohesion. Indeed, nothing has brought this nation together like sports, whether on the pitch, the court, or the track. We are reminded daily that we are not strangers to one another. We are compatriots.
We owe deep gratitude to our president. His endorsement of this festival reflects his commitment to leveraging sports as a tool for national unity and global recognition.
Goodwill messages centered on the need for officials to give level playing ground to all the participating teams, even as the athletes were advised to uphold the spirit of sportsmanship. In Abeokuta, Hakeem Jimoh, Nta News.
Nigerians are known all over the world to be hardworking. Adequate sleep, however, has become one of the sacrifices people make to acquire a good economic status in Nigeria. In this report, Femi Afari-Ogun looks at the challenges lack of adequate sleep poses to the society.
In the rush of daily survival, millions of Nigerians, both young and old, are skipping one of the most vital parts of life, sleep. Studies by these sleep medical experts show many Nigerians are getting less than 6 hours of rest each night, far below the recommended 8 hours, and the effects are dangerous.
A child who is not sleeping well may be hyperactive, may be having temper tantrums, so difficult in school or in class, and they would think that the child has been naughty, meanwhile the child is not sleeping.
Inadequate sleep has been linked to cardiovascular illnesses, hypertension, diabetes. It's also been linked to cancers, shortened lifespan, sudden death.
They recommended these steps for government, parents, and individuals.
There should be regulatory framework so that when you are at work, you are able to make up for that period that you couldn't sleep so that you can catch up on sleep.
Waking up or snoring while sleeping, or have some behavioral issues during sleep, maybe abnormal movements of the legs or the body. All these sleep problems can be treated if they come to the hospital and come early.
Sleep, they say, is not a luxury but a basic need that Nigerians must see as essential as food and water. Shogbo, Femi Afari-Ogun, Nta News.
Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed, says the Corps is intensifying efforts to weed out fake driving schools across Nigeria, citing their role in the rise of road crashes. It made its known at 2025 National Workshop for Driving School Proprietors and Instructors held in Abuja. Nta Ijebu reports.
In road safety circles, there is a popular saying, an untrained driver is a crash waiting to happen, but a trained driver is a potential lifesaver. At the heart of that are driving schools, the very first touch point in shaping responsible motorists. And that's why this gathering matters. It is a chance to foster dialogue between the Federal Road Safety Corps and the nation's driving school operators towards one goal, safer roads through better training.
Studies by the World Health Organization and our own local research confirm that human error, often resulting from poor training, accounts for the overwhelming majority of these practices.
For the commercial, the message was clear. The time has come to rid Nigerian roads of fake driving schools. He stressed that poor driver training remains a major contributor to traffic crashes and vowed that the Corps will intensify its efforts to sanitize the sector, ensuring only certified schools are allowed to operate.
With this, we are going to increase it to the BRS monument, that we should be able to get the one that are really genuine and have the capacity to train our drivers to make the impact we require for doing the traffic tests.
But beyond enforcement, there's a vision of standardized training and capacity development for instructors. A future where roads are safer, lives are protected, and driving schools become a hub of both safety and opportunity. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
As the global community continues to experience unprecedented security challenges, the John Cardinal Onayekon Foundation is leveraging opportunities of the 7th Fellowship Program on Interreligious Dialogue on Conflict Transformation and Mediation held in Abuja to sue for peace in the country and beyond. Omeka Amarachuku reports.
We firmly believe that religion, when rightly understood and practiced, is a powerful force for unity rather than division.
Let you know that this is a selfless service. Don't expect attribution.
Over the years, John Cardinal Onayekon Foundation for Peace has traversed the length, breadth of Nigeria and some other African countries, preaching peace, promoting harmonious coexistence among communities. The foundation offers a mandatory one-year fellowship training on inter-religious dialogue, conflict transformation and mediation to candidates who enroll in the institute. Some members of Class 7 of this foundation who have just completed the one-year training on the needed knowledge and skills for engaging in peace-building initiatives shared their experiences.
Starting the program, I realized that it is even far more than what I expected.
I want to champion intercultural dialogue.
I joined this program for the sake of making peace in my community.
These fellows, the foundation says, have now become grassroots faith actors who are expected to bring their knowledge to bear, promoting peace and social cohesion in communities. Omeka Machuku, NTA News.
We'll now be going on the short break. Stay tuned.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergents makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergents makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergents, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for being there. The news continues. The Joint Action Committee, JSC, of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, NASU, has expressed displeasure over the disbursement of 50 billion earned allowances recently approved by the federal government. It is to be shared among the university-based unions, which include SANU, NASU, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologists, NAT. In a statement titled Unjust Distribution of the Approved 50 billion for University Unions, signed by the JSC Chairman and President of SANU, Mohammed Ibrahim, and the General Secretary of NASU, Peters Adeyemi, the two unions described the report that 80% of the sum has been allocated solely to the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, while the remaining 20% is expected to be shared among SANU, NASU, and NAT as lopsided and grossly unfair, totally unacceptable and capable of creating industrial disharmony. This statement states that it's only further attenuating the teaching and non-teaching dichotomy in Nigerian universities. Both unions note that a harmonious and productive academic environment can only be achieved when all stakeholders are treated right, with respect, dignity, equity, and fairness. Following the collapse of a two-story building under construction at Idiaraba-Mushin area of Lagos State, residents identified compromise of building materials and systematic failure as the cause of the collapse. Nwankwo Unwoye has the update.
After the collapse of the two-story building under construction on Sunday at Idiaraba-Mushin area of Lagos State, rescue operatives found one person dead and 3 individuals rescued and taken to nearby hospital for medical attention. People living around the area attributed the collapse to compromise of building materials, among others.
If the local government, the state government, and within the community, there's that kind of synergy within the system, an unfortunate incident like this wouldn't have happened.
As you can see, this man used 8mm. 8mm is there. This 8mm look like a wire. He's supposed to wait for 21 days after the decking. There's supposed to be a 21 days so that the decking will dry very well. This man did not wait for the decking to dry. He now continue arranging block up to linted. So there is a lot of load on this thing.
They really came at mass with their ambulances, with their trucks. They dig down and they were able to recover some things and some other people down there. Then, there was somebody at the last point up there. He was crying for help. We were able to talk to him, but he cannot, nothing to be done because of the mass of the debris on him. So before they are able to reach that place, then they recover his dead body.
Every effort to reach the hospitalized victims proved abortive at the time of filing this report, as none was willing to disclose the hospital. In the meantime, the Lagos state government has sealed the site to carry out further investigations. In Lagos, Nwabufonwoye, Nta Ijebu.
The remains of Chief Samuel Oladele Oshinaye, the Ekejilu of Odoralamo, Ijebu, has been committed to Mother Earth at his hometown, Odoralamo, Ijebu. Anthony Gandunu was at funeral service held at St. Paul's Anglican Church, Odoralamo, Ijebu, and completes the story.
St. Paul's Anglican Church, Odoralamo, Ijebu, Ogun State auditorium was filled to capacity as families, associates, friends, and sympathizers converged to pay their last respect to Chief Samuel Oladele Oshineye, fondly called Oli at 40. In a sermon, the vicar of the church, Reverend Canon Enoch Ibileye, revealed the promise of God not to forget his own, especially during the period of tribulation. This promise, according to the cleric, is the evidence of God's unconditional love he has for his people.
God is telling us, in any situation we found ourselves,
He will never forget us. He wants us to rely on him because he is the Alpha and Omega.
The cleric therefore charged the family left behind by the deceased not to lose hope in God, but put him first in all their doings, for the promise of his endless love and mercy come to pass in their lives. The family thereafter offered a special thanksgiving to God for the life well spent by their father. Shortly after the Thanksgiving service, the remains of the Nta Ijebu Ode, Chief Samuel Oladele Oshineye was later interred at the community cemetery, where dust-to-dust rites was performed by the family. Speaking at a reception where guests were entertained, family and relatives said Baba Oli at 40 was a true man of the people who would be deeply missed for his generosity, kindness, and his endless capacity to give.
A very loving man, a great father, lover of people, and the particular time he was even given the Nta Ijebu of Ode. That position was given to my dad. But myself and my junior ones, we decided because of his kindness and his love for the community that my dad should shift the position for him.
Every birthday, even my last birthday match, he still called me to greet me. Even that night that he fell sick, before he was rushed to hospital, he called me that night. We still talked. So his death was a shock, but we thank God anyway.
One of Chief Samuel Oshineye's tenants, Engineer Oluwashino Ajuwon, a staff of the Nigerian Television Authority Nta Ijebu Ode, in his tribute pointed out that Baba was more than just a landlord.
Since I got to that house, I have no issue with him. He was a very nice person, a very nice man, and he played a fatherly role in my life.
Chief Samuel Oladele Oshineye, who bidded the world goodbye on Wednesday, 16th April 2025 in Ijebu Ode at the age of 78 years, was survived by 2 wives, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Until his death, Chief Samuel Oladele Oshineye was the Nta Ijebu of Ode Ijebu. Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
This will be all we have for you at Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Rafi Ogushola. Join us again tomorrow for more interesting story. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.